Hey everybody, it's Kelly. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how I made this really pretty necklace and earring set using the Potomac Beads April showers for April of 2026. This is their treasure box. If you're not familiar with it, the price for this monthly is $39.99 a month. And if you price it quarterly, it's $34.99 a month, so you save $60 a year. And if you price it annually, it's $29.99 a month, so you get $120 you save for the year. So what I did was I used almost everything from the box, but these little beads that I used were from my curated bead collection, where I got to pick out beads, and then I did 3 videos for them. It was so much fun. And this is, if you want to screenshot it, this is what these are. Now I will leave a link below in the description to the unboxing for my curated collection, so you can see. There's a link, you click on it, and then you go onto Potomac Beads website, and you can see these along with all the other stuff that's in the unboxing. And I used some of their 11.0 metallic silver seed beads, Miyuki beads. So other than that, everything was from this box. I loved these lava gemstones, and I love the silver Potomac beads, Potomac pearls. So yeah, I really had a lot of fun with this box. So, and I made earrings with them, and I used some ear wires, and yeah, so if you want to learn how to make this, then stay tuned. Okay, so I'm starting with this right here. This is going to be my focal part, kind of like my pendant for the necklace. Now, these right here, I got these when I did my curated collection with Potomac Beads. This is the information right here. I'm going to put it up here if you want to screenshot it right there. They're Czech TC flower coins, topaz travertine. They are so pretty, and I didn't get a chance to use them, and I thought I really want to use them for this. So aside from the April showers box, I'm adding these travertines from them, and I'm adding some of their 11.0 metallic Miyuki seed beads. Everything else is from them. So I'm just taking my wire. I've got about 25 inches. Got a long thing of it. And then I have a number 10 beading needle and some of my black beading thread. And what I'm doing is I'm just making these. I've done these before in past videos, so I'm just kind of making a bead out of these. I did this, I think the first time I did this like a year ago. They gave us Czech glass flowers, and I made them into a circle like that, and the flowers are all fanned out, and then I put them like that going around the beads. It was really cool. So I'm doing that with this. I already made the pendant just because I was kind of messing around with it and everything. So I did the pendant, so I'm going to show you how. So I already have both of these made, but I'll show you how I do it with the silver ones. So I need 2 more of these. So I'm trying to do that just for the sake of the video not being really long. And then I also have a cute little pair of earrings to go with it. So I will make those as well. So what I did was I just took 4 of these beads, and I did one of the metallic blue iris matte 11 seed beads. I did one of those, and then I did a silver, the Potomac, I'll show you the bag, the Potomac pearls in pewter 6mm half strand. So I'm using all those. And I do another one, and so I'm just taking 4. 2, 3, and then 4. So this is what it should be like. The seed bead just on one end, and then I bring it all the way down, give myself a little bit of a tail, and then I go up through this one more time. And hold on, I have an itch on my nose. Okay. So then I go through there, and I just go through the beads one more time. And let me get this. Okay. Kind of slip right there. Okay. So now I have it like this. So now I'm going to just make a knot. Make one pretty tight. I'm going to do a double knot. 1 and 2. And I like to give it a good pull so that I know that it's really in there. And then turn around, I'm going to go through a few more of the beads, just so that the knot, both ends aren't coming out of the same one. Okay, so it's kind of like that. I don't go and re-sew it through if it's something like this. So I do that, and then I do that. Let me dump that. Then I take my little lighter and I just very lightly melt it really quick. There we go. Okay, so I have 1, 2, so I need one more. Okay, so we'll do that, and then we'll start putting the necklace together. And then you'll see how I made the, I did the same with the black, with the, what are they called? Where are they at? The lava stone gemstones. Yes, so I did the same thing, and I did in 4 with one of the metallic iris ones, or I mean the matte iris ones in between. Okay, and then one more, and then we'll put it together. Okay, so I bring it down. So just imagine doing this with the lava stone, the lava gemstone as well. And then we go up through these. Okay. I got that, so bring that over to here. And I leave myself enough of a tail so that I can tie it off. And then we go through like that. And then we do 1 and 2. And then I take this and I give it a good pull, so I know it is secure. And then, like I said, I go through, I'm gonna go through the couple more of these just to move it around. This was a pretty box this month. I loved the blue, the baby blue that they gave us, but I was really drawn to the lava and the silver. And so I was like, and I really wanted to use these I will leave a link below to the unboxing from my curated collection, and you can click on the link and go right onto Potomac Beads' page, and you will see everything from that's in the unboxing, so you will know what I received and what I made from it. Okay, so now I also have 2 clamshell covers, 2 crimp beads, 2 jump rings, and a lobster clasp. Put that over there. So now I'm going to start. All I did was I took a 2-inch head pin and I put the lava stone, I put the 4 wrap, I put this, the other 4 wrap, and then the lava stone, and then just made that hoop at the top. So bring that through. Okay, so now put these over there. So now I'm going to do one of these, the tiny little seed beads. Then I'm going to do the black one. Then I'm going to do one of the discs like that. Then I'm going to do the flower. I call this kind of like a silver flower. Then I'm going to take one of these and I'm going to do a little pattern. I'm going to do 1 lava stone that goes into that hole. Then I'm going to do the 4 like that. Then I'm going to do another lava stone. Let me see. Like that. And then I'm going to do the silver and then one of the discs and then the silver again. Okay, and then I'm going to do one of the lavas like that. So this is how the necklace will be in the front. I think this looks so pretty. Okay, so I'm going to go over to the other side because I'm being left-handed. I like to work like this. Okay, so I'm just kind of laying that flat right there, and that will all come together once you press everything together. So I'm doing a lobster or a lava stone, and then I'm going to do the disc. Then I'm going to do the other silver, and then I'm going to do, I kind of have a pattern here at the top of my mat, so I didn't forget the pattern that I created before I started filming, because we are not perfect. And I've done that before, and then I'm like, oh no, I'm like, what was that pattern I had? I loved it. So do that. And then that, and then that. Okay, so this is the front of it. Look at how fun that looks. And then the rest of it, I'm going to have it a little like kind of a softer, I'm going to have it, tinier pieces. So then I'm going to go in, I'm going to do the lava stone, and then I'm going to do a silver. I need to get closer. Silver, and then one of the those, and then a silver. So the metallic blue matte iris, or metallic blue matte ones. Okay, there we go. Okay, so then we do that, and then the lava stone. We're gonna do another lava stone, and make sure I find the hole here, like that. Then we're gonna go in and do that again. So then we do a silver, and the metallic, and then the other silver. And then that. Okay, and I'm going to keep going up. I think there was like 10, I think. I put it around my neck. I like to measure it around my neck because I know then it's about 16 inches, 16, 17 inches possibly for the necklace. And then silver, like that. And then this. I hope everybody is having a good day. My husband's out playing golf. I like to film when he's gone because the dog barks less and, you know, it's kind of quiet. I can leave my door cracked open. Unless Piper sees a rabbit. If she sees a rabbit, oh my gosh, it's all over. She's got this little setup in my husband's office, and it's like her little perch. Okay, I'm going to put this up against my neck and see. Okay, probably need about 4 more of those. So I like that. So we're going to do silver, blue, and silver. Let me know down in the comments what you've been working on. What your favorite monthly bead box is. I like all of them. They all they all serve a different purpose to me. Like, you know, it just depends. Okay, we'll do one more. And let's try this. Okay, now I'm going to hold this up to my neck one more time now. Oh, this is perfect. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so now we're going to turn it over this way, like that. And we're starting with 1. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do this side, and then I will check back with you. Okay, so now I'm done. So this is the necklace. I think it's so pretty. It's really chunky, and it's got a really cool look to it. So now I'm going to close this off. Now I have to make sure that these are all in place when I go to close off the other side. So I'm going to start with this side. If you've never seen how I close a necklace, I do it a lot easier. So this side, I'm going to start with this side. I'm going to put the clamshell through, and then I'm going to go down, and I got the crimp bead. So now I'm just going to put that down about a little more than an inch, and then I'm going to close that and make sure that it's closed well, and then I bring this up and I just kind of pull on it. It's not going anywhere. So then I take this and I go through, I should take my round nose pliers, I think it's easier, and I feed it back through here. The other side, you really got to be careful because you got to make sure everything's, you know, in order and all that. So for this one, make sure those are all closed. And then we have this. So then I'm going to go through that, and then I'm going to try and go through some of these seed beads. Sometimes they fit, sometimes they don't. The more beads you can go through, I feel like the more secure it is. I got through one. Just kind of like, and I think if I get through these two, I'm just going to cut it off after the lava stone then. Okay, I got through that one. And then let's go through this one. Oh. Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to cut it so it'll be in the middle of that lava stone. So I'm going to go down and cut it like about like right there. So then it will go into that. Okay, so now I'm going to start bringing this over here. And then I want to make sure as I'm bringing it over, let me bring this down a little bit, that all of the beads are fitting into where they belong, if that makes sense. So you want to make sure these are all set in, these are set. I want to make sure those are all good. And then I kind of have a little bit of movement to it. I want a little bit like, you know, the circle, just so that it's not too stiff. Okay, so now we're going to take this second one, clamshell cover, and put it through. And then I'm going to take my crimp bead, put that through. Now I'm going to hold this up. And then I'm going to reach in. And then I'm just going to lift it up a hair, just a hair, and then squeeze it. And then once it is, oh, I'm going to use these instead. Once it is squeezed in there, I know it's not moving. You just want to make sure that you only flatten it one way. You don't go and open it up. And then I give it a good tug. And then I usually use my round nose pliers, but I could just reach through with this. And then I'm probably going to come out this first one like that. And then make sure that that is flat in there. And then you close that up. Then you have this, and then you put the flesh side down, and you cut that. And then we have this. Oh, I love this. This is so cool. And then we're going to do these, and then I will make the earrings too. So I'm going to take I use a smaller jump ring for the side of the lobster clasp. Now this can go either side when you wear it. It doesn't have a front and a back side. It's pretty much the same. Oh. Okay, so we have that. Now we just have this jump ring. Open it up and put that on there. This is a really cool necklace. I love that I got to use up these beads. I was kind of like, well, what am I going to do with these? I picked these out and they're so gorgeous, and they needed to be a focal point. And then when I saw these beads for April's showers, I'm like, yeah, I'm definitely gonna use them for that. Okay, so now for the earring. I just took, this one I did pretty easy. I just took one of the silver. Get the hole there. Oh. The holes are really tiny in these, in the pearls. There we go. Okay, and then we're gonna do, oh. So here's that. And then we're gonna do that. Then we're gonna do a lava stone. Then we're gonna do the last, I used all of the Potomac pearls. And there's that. So then I take my round nose pliers and I just bend it down, and I can turn it after I adjust it. And then I just kind of round it out. One second. Yes, so we have that. And I have these beautiful ear wires. And I'll put that on there. And then here we have, let me move all these. So much fun. So here we have the finished set for April's showers, and using my curated collection from Potomac Beads. I loved this. And like I said, if you aren't familiar with Potomac Beads, I have a coupon code. I have it below. It's a long one, but it's S31D69N1NB for 15% off your first order with them. And this was the April Showers April box. I had so much fun creating with this. I have so many beads left too. It's great because you can make like 2 or 3 pieces of jewelry from it, and then you still have a ton of beads for your stash, so you can use them at other times. So I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know down in the comments what you thought of this. And I have all of my social media below. I sell my jewelry on my Etsy store, which the link is below. And make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell, give me a thumbs up, and leave me a comment. I really love reading everybody's comments, and I do answer you back. So I hope you had a great day and enjoyed this, and I'll see you soon.